Hi, my name is Nicole Ponti. I'm the creator of Body by Rigatoni, and you're watching the Italian American podcast.
Hey there, Paisani, and welcome back to another episode of the Italian American podcast. I'm John Viola, along with my partner in crime, the notorious POB, the Italian American Wikipedia, Mr. Patrick O'Boyle. We are coming to you from the corner of Mulberry and Grand at the heart of New York City's Little Italy, here in Red Sauce Studio, at the crossroads of Italian America, in this beautiful, beautiful studio with a wonderful spring day unfolding in Little Italy around us, and a great guest coming up. We have somebody who you might recognize from maybe coming to visit us here in Red Sauce Studio in the Italian American Emporium. This young lady is the heart and soul and creative impulse behind this amazing brand called Body by Rigatoni. I'm sure some of you out there have interacted and worn it. And what?
Continue, because I'll be yelled at that I interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Somebody's going to comment that I interrupt, I overtalk, so I'm going to shut up. You finish.
What's happened now?
I'm
What's
not going to
going
say no, because
on? No, what
something's
do you
in
want
my
to say?
We had a civilizational crisis moment.
You're still fixated on the forks.
I'm obsessed with these forks.
This is what I deal with, folks. What do you want me to tell you?
Our guest brought pastry on her beautiful plates.
Yes.
Right. And after it went through two clearances that there was no pignoli in there because
Yeah.
I thought it was an assassination
The dogs
attempt.
came out,
'Cause if you
sniffed
know
them.
these maritozzi in Rome, they're filled with pine nuts, so I thought a certain person on staff here
Yeah,
had like
sir.
all pine nuts and cover it.
I would not be responsible
Right,
for
and
that.
hide,
for sure.
she know the allergy, hide all my needles and then see me die. So I had two separate people go over and check it out.
One wasn't enough. One
Right,
wasn't enough.
make sure that both
Yeah.
we got two clearances that it was
Saddam
okay.
Hussein didn't have
The first
higher
person
security
couldn't be
around his food.
trusted.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. But you're worried about
And
the
I'm not
forks.
pinning medals on my chest, but
But
I come here sometimes and we live in savagery.
not here.
Because I saw people eating here. It's like savage times.
Yeah, you bought glasses.
So I got glasses. So
Crystal
the book, I got
glasses.
glasses. All made in
Silver.
Italy.
Yeah.
All made in
You
Italy.
also have saucers.
And nice,
course,
yes,
yeah.
cool. We got
Yes,
that.
yes.
Then I got silverware, but I got a full set of Italian silverware, over 24 pieces per thing, so we could entertain here. We could have little parties inside, right? We can't probably go over 24, right? I'm at 36 on something.
That's more than
So we have
okay.
dessert forks, we have salad forks, we have large forks.
Let's show the audience. It took us 3 times to get this in here. I don't know, Nikki, if you could zoom.
3 times the charm, though.
This is
But they
this
brought
is a
out
dessert
these
fork.
Giganda forks that were main course
Yes,
forks.
main course came out first.
And then I sent it back, and then the staff came with a second fork,
Salad fork.
a salad fork, and by a process, God bless Rosaria.
She knew.
Rosaria knew an Italian cake fork.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
yeah.
is it. This is an Italian
cake fork.
pastry fork, I suppose, right? And
It's what makes Italian civilization civilized.
Everyone at home will be really happy that we are using the
I
proper
feel like
forks,
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
it was a moment
Yes.
to secure the future.
It was an educational moment for the staff.
it was definitely.
Had
was.
they
And by
not
the next
know.
podcast, I'll be working as a server here.
No, because you have. Well, why don't we introduce her before we go
Yes,
down that road?
let's meet Nicole Ponti. She is, like I say, the force of nature behind Body by Rigatoni. I'm sure people out there have either met you here in the store or at a feast somewhere or
Lot of
in one of
feasts,
the many
lot of
pop-ups
feasts.
that you do. You're all over Italian America.
She's a Jersey girl.
She's a Jersey girl, which
Through and through.
We
carries
live
a lot of
walking
weight.
distance.
Yeah,
That's my
true.
tribe.
You know, I was back in
That's
Jersey
my tribe.
yesterday. I miss it sometimes. I really do. I have to say, there's things about New Jersey that I miss when I go back. I went for my dentist yesterday, and it's a great place. It's got
It is.
got a lot to offer. It really does. New Jersey's and it's so Italian.
And you know
It
why
is.
we have that bond? We are originally all Jersey City people.
Is that
That's
right?
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
all our suburbs are Jersey City suburbs. So across the river from Belleville, Bloomfield, Nutley, they are Newark suburbs.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
question.
They're all down neck people.
They're all down neck
Yep.
people, first word people, but our colonies are Hudson County colonies.
Interesting.
So North Arlington is a daughter colony of Jersey City, and Lyndhurst is a little bit Jersey but more Hoboken, and then Rutherford. You're a Rutherford May I
Yes.
say it on there? You
Yes,
wanna cut
yeah,
that out?
that's fine. Everyone can know where I live. It's okay.
There's nobody knocking on my door. Don't worry. There's no stalker.
It's fine.
But yeah, so we have that bond.
Yeah.
So then, let's introduce your brand here, Body by Rigatoni, as we're talking. I hope maybe Nikki can share some video footage or some images and some of the stuff that you have out there, so the audience can kind of see it as we're having the conversation. But how do you go from Rutherford, New Jersey, to Naples, Italy, and become such a Neapolitan in everything you do? Where's that journey?
Yeah. So I went when I was 26. I went on a trip with my friend to Italy, we called it the cannoli tour. We made this beautiful book after like the trip. I was going to bring it today and I should have. But she was working as Beyonce's creative director at the time. And Beyonce was like, you have to go to Positano. Like, if you go to Italy, you have to go. I was really like reluctant because I hadn't heard of it at the time. It wasn't like Instagram, social media famous like it is now. And I had like my family history. I knew where I wanted to go. I wanted to see Italy for the first time and like discover it, you know, like in how my family had explained it to me. So I was like, okay, I guess we can throw this random city in that I don't care to visit. So we did.
Was that really your reaction?
Yeah.
To Positano?
I didn't know about it. But then when she showed me the pictures, I was like, yeah, let's end here and like relax. But I wanted to do like the core Italian things that I thought were like core Italian things, like the main cities. I wanted to go to Venice, Florence, Rome, Napoli. We ended in Positano. And I think we stayed 4 days there. And when we went there, I met someone who became my fiance. And obviously we're no longer together. That ended in 2019. Yes. August 2019, I want to say. No, 2018. August 2018. So I met him there. We dated for 3 years. And that's kind of how I fell in love. His dad was from Napoli. His mom is from Catania. We spent a lot of time in Napoli and in Positano. He had 2 homes there. And, you know, that's how I kind of fell in love with Napoli. He really was my introduction to like really understanding the culture and the city, not as Italian American, but as like a true Italian person. So I owe him that. And, you know, there's no hard feelings, but he was my real introduction into like authentic Italian culture. So
Because where's your family come from in Italy?
So from Sorrento, from the other side is from Trentinara in the mountains of
That's
Salerno.
Cilento. That's a very
Cilento
Jersey City
coast,
combination.
yeah.
It's the same combination when I am.
I'd never been
sense.
to Trentinara yet. I'm assuming maybe this summer I'll take a visit, but I fell in love with Napoli just by spending time in the city, and I built my own relationship with it now since. But that was on my documents. It is 1903 Sorrento, Italy. Like my documents from Ellis Island.
That's cool.
That I do have, and then we have paperwork from Trentinara from the other side. But Napoli is just something that I came to love and connected with kind of on my own.
I mean, it's easy to. I mean, if you have roots in Campania or really anywhere throughout the South, Naples is the capital of the South and was the capital of the independent
Italy.
kingdom. And it's like, so it's, you know, it's got a natural draw for people, and it's one of the most unique places in the world.
I mean, I love the sea and I love cities. Like, I'm a city person. So for me to have the sea and the city in one place, it's so beautiful.
And extremes of both, too. It's not just like the sea and the city. It's the sea, this magnificent bay, you know, really just the Vesuvius and the islands. I mean, it's just this great version of the sea. And the city is so city. I mean, it's Neapolis. It's a Greek
crazier than New York,
city.
in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it is,
You know,
yeah.
just because the driving alone is way crazier.
Yeah.
So, and then the people, there's just so much passion and like energy in the streets and the communication amongst each other. Like here, you know, look outside. They're walking. No one's really talking unless you're with the person next to you. There, the communication is so like, it's just loud. It's just so present.
It's a cacophony the whole time.
Yeah. I love it. I just love it. I get lost there.
So you started going there, start dating somebody from there.
Yeah.
And when did you realize that this was a place that you were going to maintain a relationship with for the rest of your life?
My mom really pushed me for that. So I was very sad when my ex-fiance and I didn't work out. But above all, I was like, I really also love this place. And I feel bad because I'm sure for him, thinking about him, he probably was like, wow, like she still came to Italy. Like she just loved the place, not as me as much. But it was really like I had developed a relationship with both things. And it wasn't even other people. Like once we broke, it wasn't like I went to see really like all these people that he knew. There were some people I kept in touch with. But really, I loved it. And I was like, I feel really good there. That's kind of like my place. And I wanted to build my own relationship with it on my own and not like let it go because this person and I didn't work out. You know, we could date somebody here. You don't work out. You can't leave your home.
Right.
So my mom's like, you have to go. Like, this doesn't matter. Like, go, go, go. And really, she's the one that pushed me to continue to travel to Italy. And I was going quite often. I was going a lot. And if it wasn't for her, I probably would have just given that up. or, you know, taken more time, but she really pushed me. And I continued to travel there on my own and met new friends, met new people, and developed beautiful relationships that I have now.
Out of that love and,
Okay.
and devotion and continued devotion, where do we get Body by Rigatoni? How does that come to be?
Okay, so I guess that's also because of who I am here at home, let's just say, because I've worked in an Italian-American restaurant for 15 years now. Matthew's Italian Restaurant. It's in Clifton, New Jersey. I've worked there, like I said, for 15 years. At the time when I started working there, I was opening restaurants for Zimburger. It was a burger bar, wine bar. And my boss had met me, asked me for like 2 years to come work for him. And I was like putting him off because I was working corporate, opening restaurants. I had just finished university, went directly to culinary school. I went to ICE in the city.
Oh, you went to ICE?
Mm-hmm. It's on 23rd Street. Now they moved down to FIDI though. Beautiful.
I did
I wish
I
I went
did a
over there.
class once at ICE.
No, it's amazing.
A jarring class.
Oh, jarring?
Yeah, it was like I'm paranoid with botulism and screwing up jarring. So when we know, I've said this a million times.
Okay.
They've all heard
Yes,
this. So
that is
I
true.
went to ICE to learn how to jar things correctly
Okay.
with the least
Did
chance.
it help you with your fear?
No, because I'm crazy.
Was
It helped me-
Was it
it
a
helped me
well-attended
understand.
class?
It was all fun people. And I went there with my
Makes
friend Steve, and I'm like, this isn't fun. This is science. Like, this should be it's like learning surgery.
This is discipline.
Yeah, and I became friends with my teacher
Okay.
like years later. But ICE was one of those unappreciated gems of New York.
I agree.
They had really high-end teachers. You know the old New York we all kind of
French
miss?
Culinary Institute. So like
Yeah.
during COVID that happened. They merged.
It stands for International Culinary
Education.
Education.
They had a lot. If you were in New York, now I'm only talking from them. I don't know what the story is now, but there was a lot. I mean, Nick Malgeri taught there. Melanie Underwood, my teacher, I've kept in touch with on a friendly
Yeah,
basis.
I've seen that name.
It was just know what it was like. And this was my opinion. For me, you went there as a
I
professional
went
student.
there as a student. Yeah.
If you were somebody who was a at-home chef, but you wanted to take it to the next level, it was like I'm so afraid to misarticulate. It was like the intro level to professional cooking. Like, okay, I want to learn how to make sushi well.
a lot of people go there on like date nights. They do like
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
had a lot of back there. Yeah, correct.
It's a really fun thing.
But
to
I don't
do.
want them in my class.
A date.
Because they're not paying attention. They're there. That's like a makeout session. They're not paying attention to. I want someone in that class who's going to seriously. Like they should be separated.
You want to know? You want someone there who's going to take jarring seriously.
Yeah, I mean you could kill somebody. I mean, if you're out there like, oh hey, let's go. Number one, they didn't go to. They used to have like date nights, like how to dip chocolate strawberry night things.
Yeah.
And that's fun for date people. That's fun. But I think an academic culinary class should be treated like an academic culinary class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
discipline.
And not
all around.
discipline.
You're a disciplinarian. That's what you
Ah,
like.
see, I'm taking the class seriously. I'm gonna have two
if I
semi-alta
went, I'd be
people
s-
here.
If I went,
You
I'd
know.
be serious, but I'd laugh a little.
You gotta be.
You gotta laugh a little.
enjoy the time.
Botulism
Come
is
on.
not funny. I mean,
He
it was
takes it-
It's
date
a side
night.
effect of
takes
jarring, so
himself
I feel
very
like
Hi,
seriously.
Taylor, but why you ask me these questions? I'm just saying, like, ICE, I know about those date nights. Other people be like, oh my God, you're so. No, shut up. I'm trying to find, I don't want to kill people.
Yeah, you were locked
Take
in.
it
You were
outside.
locked
He
was locked in. He had
he was
focus.
locked in. You were taking notes.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
kill people.
You wanted to better yourself.
Go to the chocolate strawberry dipping class. No
That's true.
serious
Jarring doesn't
people.
seem
in
like
there.
a romantic evening anyway. That's
No,
also
it was
true.
like you got to check for botulism popping up, and maybe some people get into that. I don't know. You know, today.
You never know what people.
Yeah,
there's
That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah. What does Amory always say? Don't yuck their yum. If somebody's into
That's
it,
in
they're
Wisconsin.
That's in
That's-
Wisconsin.
I like
thing.
that. Don't yuck their
That's
yum.
what Amory always
Don't
says.
Okay.
yuck.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like, don't criticize what people are into. Let them be
Yeah.
what they're into. That's Amory's admonishment.
I'm gonna try to figure that one out.
I'll be here for
All
a
I
while.
know is I don't want to kill people with jelly.
that's
And
fair.
I learned a lot. You know what I learned?
Boys and jelly.
With jarring or pinoli nuts?
No, with jarring, just keep the acid level high. So jar like blueberries are good to jar because they have a high acid level.
See, that's way above my head.
Like apples have low acid. You just gotta check the acid. That's all.
Okay.
It's just what
Did you
didn't
take
come here
jarring
for
while you
this.
were there?
No, I missed that course, John.
See?
Yeah.
didn't go.
You
I-
probably
I'm
going
gonna
to
go
fun
back.
class,
I'm
like
gonna go back.
let's
Yeah.
dip
Strawberry
chocolate
dipping.
strawberry
Yeah,
dipping.
I was definitely dipping
What
strawberries.
were you going to be, a chef?
No, I went for hospitality.
Ah, okay.
That's why you got to give them etiquette classes.
I told you already. I'm
We
locked
used to have
in for
people.
the next.
We got to have nice
So you really
classes.
do know forks and stuff like
I,
that? Is it? Really,
I
you
know
do?
forks, John.
Yes, you
I
know
know forks.
Because
I'm hired because I know
see,
forks.
everybody they ha ha he me.
I'm not ha-ha-heing you.
No, not you, but the rest of them ha. Why you can't? There's something to a fork. It's like a tool.
Yeah, it's fair.
I hate
It's
going.
not like a tool. It is a tool.
I hate going to a restaurant. I love mussels and I love clams.
Okay.
I want a fork.
The cocktail
that's
fork?
A cocktail fork
Yeah.
because I can get into that mussel and rip it out.
I'll be honest with you. People at work, the brand we have is called the Nicole fork, the cocktail fork. I know because it's obviously named after me, and people steal them. So a lot of times
That's a compliment. That's a
stealing the
compliment.
fork?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
because they want your forks.
So a lot of times it's like we have the forks for 2 weeks. Like I'm so happy right now, for example, because we have the forks. So I don't get like the dirty looks when I bring the clams oreganata without the fork, you know? And so right now I'm like so happy. I'm like smiling bringing the clams because I know I'm not going to get like a smart comment when I drop them. And, you know, in about 1 month, we'll be back to no cocktail forks, and I'll have to ask for them again for like a month to my boss. Like, can we get the cocktail forks? Can we get cocktail forks?
So you make a point to Pat's point, which is like people
really do want the forks. They want
They
them
want
so
the
much
difference,
that they
yeah,
want to
but
take it
they're
home.
taking
A
from
big
you.
fork is not going to fit in a mussel.
That's true.
No,
So we're going to
it looks
slurp
so
it.
silly.
Then people are going to say, "Oh, that's so low because they're slurping the mussel."
That's fair.
Yeah.
It is. You do find nowadays that you go to places and there's no sense of, you know,
Everything's
structure.
casual.
Everything's
John.
casual. Yeah.
Even like when something could be like mid level, like mid,
Yeah.
it became casual.
Yeah. Everything
I'm just
defaulted
like-
to casual.
Yeah.
The other night.
fashion
You know what?
is so
You're a
casual.
champion. I never knew how to articulate this, but you got your moment right now. You are a style champion.
That's
you.
true.
I never knew.
Sorry,
I never
you.
knew how to articulate what you do, but I get it now because you're a believer.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, I'm like super crazy about.
Now look at these plates.
people-
Can I go into your plates? Look how beautiful these are. Now
I
I'm gonna
did-
plug it. You sell it here at the store,
Yeah.
right? But look, like, so tell us about your plates.
So I work with in my journey of going to Napoli and being obsessed with this city. I did a lot of research. I was always reading about Napoli, and I found out about this place Casa Cometa, which is in Quartieri, like a rione of Napoli. And the owner is Terry DiRenzo, the artist and owner. She's a ceramicist. She actually went to school in Rome for jewelry, but then she fell in love with ceramics. And I love her work because it's natural. It's hand-drawn. It's not perfect. For me, it's Napoli. When it's not perfect and it's just like natural, that's completely a Napoli vibe.
It's perfect in its imperfection.
Correct.
Yeah.
Its imperfection is indicative of its humanity.
Yeah, and there's no stress over it. It's like look at this dish, for example. Like this dish. Sorry, I'm touching the marigold.
That's
No,
all right.
that's all right.
We don't skeeve you.
You brought
Look.
them.
See, it's imperfect. The rigatoni is not exactly clear. It's there, but it's like, for me, that's art.
Can you see this, Nikki, as I'm holding it up?
Yes.
Yeah. So, before I said to Rosati, I was like, I should probably just take this one because we might not sell this because it's not perfect. And she's like, but that's why I love it. And I was like, me too. But it takes a certain person to love those types of things. Whereas like this one's perfect in a hand-drawn way, but the way like the details came out, let's say it's perfect.
Because you are an influencer.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you really are. I mean, I don't know. Like I said,
It's not like public on social media.
But well,
But you
go back a second.
Yeah,
though,
go ahead.
because I want to establish for the audience what your brand is and how it came to be. Because as we talk about it, to Pat's point, what I've seen of your Body by Rigatoni, from the clothing to the accessories to the beach to the plates and everything you do, it is all you, right? Your personality is in everything.
Yes.
Everything is something you love about this place you love and the world. The kind of way that place impacts the world. So,
Correct.
How did Body by Rigatoni come to be before we
Okay.
start talking about its style?
Okay. So, like I said, I work now in this Italian-American restaurant in New Jersey for 15 years. And there it's super busy. Like, we're crazy. We start at 11:30. We close whenever the last person finishes. And I was always running around. There's no place to sit and eat. There's no breaks, lunch. You just eat between the customers. We don't close. So, a lot of times restaurants close from like 3 to 5. We don't. We stay open. And we're actually quite busy during that time because of happy hour and things like this. And, I'm always squatting somewhere eating a side of pasta because with an entree, you get pasta or potatoes. So I'm always squatting somewhere eating this side of pasta, mainly probably rigatoni, homemade at Matthew's. So I'm always sitting there eating this. And I remember my coworker, Marissa, like she's always squatting. She's this little thing. And we're just like, it's Body by Rigatoni. Like we everyone said, how you guys, you're always moving around. The kitchen's in the basement. So keep in mind, our kitchen's in the basement. We don't have one of those dumbwaiters. We don't have that. So we're running up and down. And I'm just owning my culture. And that's what Body by Rigatoni is. A lot of people always ask me, am I standing up for women or, body image? And I don't want to say that I'm not. It's just that it was a way to own your culture because in the United States, it's more like, I'm on a diet, I'm not eating pasta. And I'm like, do you want to go to this new Italian restaurant that opened in New York? Like, do you want to go to Piccolo Cucina? No, I'm on a diet. You want to go to Palma? No, I'm on a diet. I'm like, who wants to eat with me? Yeah. Because this is like what I like to eat. This is what I like to enjoy and see and research and understand is my culture. And, kind of my hobby is to try different restaurants. Because that's like, I'm in the business. I love dining out. Like it is, like on my day off, I'm eating out probably because I love the experience and I appreciate the experience and I appreciate the server and the owner and I know what goes into it. It's a very, very hard job. And that's kind of how Body by Rigatoni just came. It is about me. It's what I said about myself. And
you're an aesthetic genius.
Yeah, you're very
you really are, because people gonna say that he's blowing sunshine. You got to understand her to be around her. Because I had to like be around. I never quite got what you were doing.
Yeah.
I never understood what the Body by Rigatoni was, but
I hear that all the time.
But when you're around you're an intrinsically aesthetic person. Like people have different gifts. Like you're an aesthetic person, right? So when I would see the plates and I was like, all right, it's a collection of aesthetics, but not just a mute aesthetic of a plate. Like with you in the restaurant, and your restaurant just got an award, but we'll get into that, right?
Okay.
You as a hospitality person believe in the aesthetics of a meal.
Correct.
Which is the most Italian, even the most rustic, everything in Italy, if it's a 5-star restaurant with silver, real silverware. Well, the things in Italy, one thing I've said, stars in Italy are deceptive in the sense that you can have an excellent meal. I've eaten in people's backyards. I ate in the Sorrento one time and that a restaurant was actually this woman's yard.
That's the best meal.
Right, it was the best meal.
Yeah.
But it was like plastic bottom, but it was beautiful in an Italian plastic sense.
Correct, right? Because like it's part of that aesthetic. You're like, this is how I imagined this to be.
And I was at a plastic.
All the latte bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
Oil
in a plastic bottle.
I love this. Aesthetic gives I think a sense of, and I don't know the technical definition. So, but to me it invokes the idea of what the eye takes in, right? And I think the thing about Italy is, and I think it's why you fit in so well when you came here to the store, it's about everything in its place sense of storytelling. Like everything in a scene that you encounter from all 5 senses makes sense and it feels like it belongs.
Correct.
And maybe that's just the fact that it's a country that's been, so long on the earth, or a culture, I should say, because it's a young country that's been so long on the earth that it has a sort of confidence in the way it does things that like this works and we know it works and there's no sense in
they don't like change.
They don't
really.
have to change.
Of course. There's so many rules, the government rules, because they're so afraid of changing that they're like, we have to stick to this way because this works for us.
Yeah.
And I mean, some people fight that, but the government really kind of likes the way.
But Body by Rigatoni is your story, right?
It's my story. I remember when I first came here and I kind of tried to explain it to you, it's my story. It really is who I am, but I don't share a lot about my life and myself within that because I'm sharing what I learned. I'm still learning. I have so much to learn. We never stop learning, right?
No.
Never. And we shouldn't. And if you're someone that thinks that, like, check yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I go to Italy and I have a learning experience, I'm trying to share, what I'm learning and what I'm taking in with the people who have connected with the brand. Does everyone connect with the brand? No. Does everyone understand the brand? No. And I think a lot of times the lifestyle, because it's Body by Rigatoni, Italian inspired lifestyle brand influenced by culture. Like my boss, Matthew, who's also my friend, he's like, I love influenced by culture. Like that's like such an important part of the brand.
That's where your genius comes in.
And he's like, you need to like make sure that like that's your thing, like influenced by culture. But it's just saying it's like it's Italian inspired. That means like I can talk about Italian American culture, Italian culture. Like they're two different things. And then they also can we can go to Italy and we can appreciate Italian culture, and Italians can come here and they can appreciate Italian American culture, and they do for sure. And we also appreciate, their culture. But the point is to like kind of merge the two into this place of like, I'm representing Italian America, and then I have this love for Italy, and Italians will never think I'm Italian. They
Sure.
won't.
Well, yeah,
Like,
that's a well-established
exactly.
point.
We know this. Like, and I don't think I am, and I'm not trying to say that I am. I'm just
unless they need a favor. That's my caveat. When they need a favor from you,
Yeah.
you will become their long. No, but I think that if you went to Trentinata,
Yeah.
you're an American, but you're more part of the tribe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, because I
But
also
you're gonna be their blood brother when they just remember that. You're not an Italian until they need a favor.
my
and then
friend
you're by-
Francesco Pagano, one time he told me we were sitting at Napoli and we're sitting there having a dinner, and I said to him, I'll never be Italian. When I go to Italy, I'm not Italian. And he said, Nikki, Italian is a vibe. Yeah. And sometimes when like I'm second guessing something I'm doing, or I'm worrying about, you always worry about what people are gonna think or what people are thinking about you, kind of. Maybe not everybody does. I'm someone that honestly does. I always remember him being like, Italian is a vibe. It always stays with me, because even if you're not Italian American, that's the brand too. I want to say that, like, make that point clear too. If you're someone who's Irish American, I don't care, just American, and you go to Italy and you love Italy and you found a passion within Italy, this brand is also for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is just taking things that I have learned that I love, and I'm sharing them, these parts of the culture that I personally love, with everyone on the platform.
But that's the buzzword, right? I mean, not to get hokey, but like love. Italy, to me, I always talked, even from when I was at IAP, I used to talk to Italians and Italian Americans about the concept, in my mind, of Italianita, which is a great, like, Italianity, right? Would be the English translation. Like, the idea that it's not about whether you're ethnically Italian or genetically Italian or any of these things, but like, there's a certain Italianity that to me is very human and very relatable for everybody, and that's why Italy is so well loved. Because, look, I mean, I love Italy as much as the next guy, but like, it's not like the system in Italy is doing any favors and making things easy, and like, it's not an easy country necessarily, right? You have to earn. Not always have to earn. Like, you got to work to love it sometimes, because it can be frustrating. But it's so, in its human aspects, so globally relatable, that I think you can be anything you want to be and still feel absolutely immersed in this Italianita. And I
because there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
It offers someone who loves art, the art lover, the food lover, the beach lover, the skier.
Yeah.
Like, the country is so rich in, I mean, it's so blessed in just
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you my analysis of this.
do you notice I'm hiding in my Naples hat today for you?
Yeah, because it's like, but that's.
No, I think he wore it for me. He wore it for BBR.
Of course.
But the truth is, I was thinking about this morning. I put it on, because I'm like, he tells me I've converted to Sicilianity, but I never gave up on Naples soccer team, though. I never abandoned.
No, you were.
Now we're going to have
I've
50,000. He's going to cut this out. We're going to have 50,000. We can't put that in.
Why?
Because it'll be like Palermo all over again. It'll be 50,000.
Oh, please. No, that was a whole other story. That's a story for another episode, my foray with Palermo soccer. But I am Neapolitan.
But why do Italian Americans have expounded way too much energy on approval?
Yeah.
They want to hear an Italian say, no, you're not Italian, and we're not. And I mean, it's complicated. It's an ethnicity, it's a nationality, but we don't need to go to that fountain to drink. But you know what I want to? The thing I want to get across when you clicked in my head, because I never got it. You have a whole stand when we were putting the Presepio up. So her thing with Mariana Gatto made into the backdrop of our Presepio that she had to go up. So we hijacked
the back of my display.
I told her not to staple.
Nikki,
I told her not to staple.
Do we have a photo that we
I
could
told her
run
not to
of
staple.
the Presepio?
What about a staples that were in the back?
I did not
Presepio
tell her.
that didn't exist, by the way.
I
mean,
told
can
Gatto,
we talk
don't
about
staple.
the Presepio on air? Have we ever
No.
actually gone through this exercise? Let me just take a pause.
I feel like I never want to hear the Presepio just word again in my lifetime. I'd be good without it.
I didn't join you on that, actually.
Why?
Because
Here we go. Get the cross and the nails. He's getting crucified now. Here we go.
We Pat's got the maybe. We don't know now. It might be one of the largest privately owned Presepios.
All right, you've told me
in the
who's bigger
country.
than mine.
Well, I don't know because I haven't seen the figures.
Well, had them come out.
Well,
Here we go. That was the zung. That was the zung.
Because we intended to set it up, but Pat wouldn't let anybody do it without his approval.
No, now see, that's the problem.
You kind of let it.
That's like the Soviet Union version of this. It's like 1962, and this is coming out of Stalin's desk.
We had to have a guy check the pH level of the fountain water. We had to have an electrician check the plugs.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, he was very intense about this.
The
if you
pH level?
Listen,
This
I
is
don't.
like jarring 2.0.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
calm down.
This is
Like jarring 2.0.
I got 8,000
What?
fountains on this Percepio.
No one texted me
If
about
you
this.
don't put
I
a
missed
quote,
that
if
group
you don't,
text.
if you don't take care of that wood, it's going to be black mold.
That's
So
the
I was
last
very
thing we
into.
need-
No, my
that's the last
my
thing we need here.
I told them all we need to start the Percepio in August. Plan it out.
August?
Yes, you have to sketch it and look at it and move pieces.
It's like in Cosiera, they have it one there that's like full time.
Right,
We may
and
have to
I-
leave
yeah.
one forever.
No, but we're gonna set it up this year. We're gonna have
Yes,
one there.
it-
It's gonna be, but we're gonna start now. I told her Mariana Gatta we're gonna start now. She's a Percepio deputy. We gotta start now because Jesus got conceived on the 25th of March.
There you go.
So we're in April.
Perfect. That's
so
right.
we
We're
got
a
8
little
months to get
behind
it done.
there.
It's going to
Fair
take 8
enough.
months, right? Because
Yeah.
it has to be done right. No, you know what? I'm going to stand on this battlefield. I know you can now. I said to Mariana Gatto, don't staple the blue material to the back of her stand because I knew she was going to, I didn't know. And Mariana Gatto said, don't worry about it. I said, okay.
Staple is
And,
crazy.
and I saw that coming. I'll get you a new thing. Calm down. I took the staple. I'll get you a new backwood. We'll get you cork. It's like $1.50 at Michael's. I'll get you 2 of them. So I saw the Italian war come. Then I got a call from Mikawa. There's all staples. I said, listen, everybody stay calm. It's plywood.
Yeah, she goes to war for me.
So let me say, because you take your
Where do we
Percepio
go? Where
as
is this
seriously
going?
as she takes her boots. So she
Exactly.
If
See, you get it.
Yes, I get that. That's right.
And I saw the front.
I love that she called. There's staples on the.
There's a big
I saw I got
issue.
Rosario
Yeah,
because
big issue
okay.
with us.
I was like,
Yeah.
let the girls handle this themselves. I'm not getting in the middle of this. But my argument with this is when I see what unite, you have. Now let me say this before you, because it's gonna sound negative. It's a positive.
Okay.
I looked and said she has a mishmash of products.
Yeah.
She's got plates, she's got shirts, she's got pictures. And then it clicked. They're all beautiful. So your defining thread is beauty. That's the thing. That's what they all have in common. Like even the macaroni brand is high end. It's all beautiful stuff. That's how I see it. That's my see it. That's why my Percepio is worthy to be connected to the back of
Stapled
your
to you.
staple. Because we have an aesthetic eye. Because we have so
I hope
much.
Nikki can put some slides while we're talking about this, Nikki.
Do you understand
Make
what I'm
sure
trying to
put
say
some
with
photos of
that?
her booth, too.
You're an aesthetic person.
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, it's kind of like if you're building a brand, and I think here too, when we come in here and we talk about this place, it's like you have to think of what. I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder too. Like you found beauty in it. It's not for everybody, like I said. But
You don't think so?
This is no, I don't.
Look
I
at how
think
nice
that's
these
okay.
plates. I mean, I'm not trying to hock your plates here. They're
No, she's
beautiful
right, but
plates.
people, different folks.
Yeah, the different thing exactly. But I want to say is like the reason why there's so many different things part of Body by Rigatoni is it's a lifestyle brand, which is really a new concept that I'm always explaining to people because even luxury brands now are becoming lifestyle brands.
You explain, because I really, and I'm not
Okay.
playing to the camera yet. What is a?
I mean, I don't
know
feel
what
like
a
I'm the
brand.
expert on
But what
this,
is a
and I know
lifestyle
probably
brand?
Well, what
experts
does it
people
mean
watch
to you?
For me, what it means to me is like it is a brand. It's like I can discuss maybe Italian music. Like I have an Italian music playlist that's like fits the vibe of my brand. Like it's a link in my Instagram.
Music that go with your plates.
No, not with my plates, with the brand.
Like everything. Everything
Yeah.
goes together.
Like, oh,
Yes.
we're going to the discoteca. You could play this playlist while you're getting ready.
See, I get everything's beautiful. I don't get how songs.
Because it's a lifestyle brand. It
But
means
I'll
like
just
there's
go with it.
it can touch all the aspects. Like it could be homeware,
yeah,
right?
home
Like
goods, yeah.
home exactly. It could be like luxury brands now are opening restaurants. Like Ralph Lauren has a cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Ralph Lauren have a cafe? How does coffee and beautiful polo go together? But now like that's all brands are becoming like lifestyle brands to be like, oh, I fit this aesthetic. This is me. I identify with Body by Rigatoni. That's my personality now.
Yeah, it's amazing, really.
Yeah,
When you think about that. There's something really deep about that.
It is.
There's
And that's
something really
exactly
deep
how
about
it
that.
works.
Yeah.
And I am a victim of this. That's why maybe I can kind of replicate it or reproduce it or create it on my own because I wanted something that I identify with that's like, hey, I want to wear a shirt that represents what I like and my interest in me. And I want to use, like it was funny because when I was driving here, I was thinking about what's this going to be like? This is my first podcast. What are these questions going to be? You know, I was kind of thinking also deeply about the brand and what it means to me. And this is silly, but I was thinking about how even when I'm home and I'm alone, I eat cut fruit in the morning. I present it to myself beautifully. We're going to have lunch by my pool, or we're going to have a coffee, like take an espresso, whatever it is going to be presented to you beautifully. And I do it for myself when I'm alone because I love presentation of things. That's a romantic moment for myself, and I think Italian culture, like everything is done for a reason, right? They eat in a certain order for a reason.
Yes.
For digestion, like everything they do and how they present things, like there's always like, oh, we do this because of this.
There's a logic to things.
Correct.
And it might be a strange logic, or it might be a logic that's not familiar, but there is a logic to everything. That's what I mean when I say Italy, for me.
The details.
Yeah, it's detailed in a way that everything fits just so.
Correct.
And it may
and
not
it's in
be
a box.
It's
in a box, and they don't really go out of that box, and it's hard for them to come here and then like see us so out of the box.
Yeah. But think about like a cappuccino after 11. It's like, how could you? Because there's a whole digestive science
have
behind,
the milk,
right?
The milk should be in the stomach. It's going the stomach or first thing in the morning, and then
it's not random.
No, it's not. There's like a science or a logic or a reason behind all the things, and I think that's something that I love about the culture. That's a big takeaway for me, and that's how I romanticize my life here. It could be simply like how I cut my fruit in the morning, or how like I cut my fruit for a friend, or I'm like, hey, let's all sit down and enjoy this.
You know what you're provoking in my brain with this? And I never thought of it till now. I get what you're saying 1,000%, but I think it's an alien concept to the American mind.
I think it depends on your background.
I mean, think about this. The American mind is ease, quickness, disposability, right? So why have it on a plate when you could have it on a plastic plate that you could throw out? So the argument against...
I'm doing a dish. That's me,
Sure, but I agree with you.
I don't have kids.
Sure, but I fought about
I don't
the 3
have kids.
forks.
Yeah,
but think about this. The American argument is going to be, don't use a disposable plate because of the garbage dump or the environmental issue. The aesthetic issue is not going to come in.
Right.
So the American issue is going to be like, what's the big deal? So we had the conversation now, everybody's talking about the way people dress when they travel, stuff like pajama culture. Like people come into the restaurant, pajama culture. Like, so the American argument is like, well, I'm comfortable. Like, what do you care? I'm comfortable.
I had that conversation when we had the au pair for a little while from Italy. She was a 19-year-old girl from Italy. And I remember her saying like, oh, I love the idea that you can go out in your pajamas here in America and nobody cares. And, for her, especially a 19-year-old grew up with just consuming American culture via media, but, she recognized that I'm sure there are a lot of 19-year-olds who felt the same way, but you just couldn't break that in Italy. Like you just couldn't break into, let's all start wearing pajamas.
Do you know what I think had a big deal to do with that? The Protestant foundations of America.
Pajama wearing?
Because the Protestant foundation of America was not high church Anglican, with the exclusion of Virginia. Right? So after the Glorious Revolution in 1690, 1689, 1690? About 1690.
Yeah.
England decided we got to have one kind of Protestantism because we thought we had enough of problems with a recusant Catholic population, with the Protestant trying to make the country Protestant. But now, once we got the Catholics minimized, the recusants, the Catholics, the people who held on after the Reformation stayed Catholic, now we have an inter-Protestant fight.
Right.
So we have, all different Presbyterians and Anabaptists, all this stuff came in. So England said, we're going to concentrate on keeping high church Anglican, or even low church, but we're going to keep it as an Anglican country. And all you other kinds of Protestants, why don't you pack up and go to America, right? Or get out of here. That was the general
That's
vibe.
why the Pilgrims got on a boat.
So the Pilgrims went to Holland, then they went to the United States. So if you take the Pilgrims, they were really they were the most unfun people that ever existed. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Was it Chesterton that said it? Was somebody thinking, maybe it was Chesterton or Tolkien. Somebody said, America has a holiday to celebrate when the Pilgrims got to America. We should have a holiday for the day they left. Right? So if you take Thanksgiving, right? Do you know why Thanksgiving was a big holiday in the United States?
Why Thanksgiving was a big
the real
holiday?
Reasons behind it.
To de-emphasize Christmas? Because
the Protestants in New England, who were Puritans, right, the Pilgrims' descendants, Christmas was illegal there. It was illegal. Because Christmas was not a holiday in Scotland until 1958.
Wow.
Because Scottish Presbyterians, that's why New Year's Day was so big in Scotland, because it was the whole the Presbyterianism that stayed in Scotland was, the whole thing, is it really a holiday? It's pagan, everything else. So the Puritans in New England would celebrate these Thanksgivings to kind of substitute for a winter holiday to take the part of Christmas, right?
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying it is that the American aesthetic was like very
Functional.
Functional. Like if you take, so John Adams, when they were having the, I don't know if it was after we had declared, I think it was after we had declared independence and the Congress was in Philly. There was one Catholic church. The only Catholic church that was legal in the English-speaking world was St. Joseph's in Philly. And
Wow.
John Adams goes down there. We know what John Adams thought because John Adams writes to Abigail. And he said, like, all this smoke and incense and music and all these beautiful things, it's easy to see how our ancestors were beguiled. Right? So, but if you take those Puritan founders, they rejected that, right, as a holdover for Catholicism.
Right.
So if you take Italy, even if people aren't practicing, even if they're cheating you out of a bill or they're screwing around on Mukumana next door, the aesthetic of Italy is a Catholic aesthetic.
Oh, 100%.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And I think that coming from...
Like the makeup of it.
Right, and if we come from a culture, right, the New York metro culture, which was, especially in the suburbs, was dominantly Catholic. It's a Catholic worldview for the beauty, right? And I think that we clash, and I think that Americans supped up puritanical. But now the Puritans they had their own things that contributed to the American mind.
Sure.
But I think that that's that crashing. Like, if you think about it, like Catholicism has specific vestments for specific ministers of the mass, for the deacon, the
time of
subdeacon,
the
the
year,
priest,
for the
time of the year, and all this stuff. And if you go back in the old rite, you had a short and chasuble, and you had a demi, all that stuff. To the American Protestant mind, what does it matter? A, why do you care?
Right.
And B, what does it matter?
Right.
Right. So if you take, especially like in the Midwest or the far out territories, the minister just wore common everyday clothes, and the church was no different than a schoolhouse.
Right.
Compared to the priest who has vestments that are required,
Right.
Like they have to be certain things.
Exactly. Certain
And,
colors.
yeah,
for
and I
certain
think that was the
times and-
conflict because in America, our aesthetic doesn't make. It's America's about the practicality.
Right. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's people, Steve Jobs wore black.
Yeah.
Just black, the same black shirt, black pants, right? Or I don't know if it was black pants, but
Yeah. So did Sergio Marchionne. As a matter
Just
of fact,
because
an
he's like-
Italian, same thing, right? He was
they don't want
Torinese.
to even waste their brain power on this thing where I waste a lot of brain power on now.
You know what?
Wait, I want to ask you about outfits. Hold on, I want to say now because
Like a ton of brain power
we might
on colors, on outfits.
but yeah, that's where your brain goes, right?
Yeah.
Because you think about you're presenting something.
Correct.
The line started. Body by Rigatoni started with clothing, right?
Yes, the idea of of representing the culture on merchandise, John.
So what's the first thing you made?
My mom made, so first of all, I lost my mom 5 years ago. Yes. Really, this is why the brand came to be, because this is something that she really wanted me to have my own business. Her and my grandpa, my nono, really wanted this for me. My own business, whether it was Body by Rigatoni or something else, they were just like, you're someone that can do something. Like, we want you to do more. And so I lost my mom 5 years ago, and she passed away December 11th of 2020. And in July, I looked up the video. In July, she had made like a Body by Rigatoni apron for me of 2019. So I have the video of her like showing me for the first time. Her and my friend Kelly, who I went to Italy with for the first trip, like I said, she was Beyonce's creative director. She and my mom and I were like coming up with logos and ideas. And Kelly was really someone who, would just start a business. She was just creative. Like, her family's in jewelry. She had like Kelly Chamois jewelry. So like, she really was pushing me like, you gotta just, it doesn't mean you quit your job. It just means like you start a page and you just do something. Like, my mom was an artist. So she made my mom a page like Vera's
that's
Table.
where you get this from.
Yeah, my mom is an artist. She can make,
That's genetically, because
design,
I was going to
anything.
go down that road.
Body by
I'm convinced
Rigatoni
the
would be
stuff is
way
genetic.
better than what it is if I had her. And my dad and I speak about that all the time. Like, the brand would be flourishing, and I probably could just focus more on the brand if I had my mom, because she would be working with me, and we would be building this like together instead of me doing it solo.
What kind of artist was your mother like?
She can do anything: paint, woodworking, I mean, her and my dad built every single thing and painted it together. Like my mom was very talented. She did everything for people's weddings, calligraphy, every party. My sister has 2 boys, so I have 2 nephews. While my mom was alive, she handmade every single decoration, centerpiece. My sister's weddings, people got like mailed boxes of like my sister's wedding invitation. That was probably cheaper than actually getting a wedding invitation made. My mom did all by herself. Yeah, she was extremely talented. I mean, rhinestoned. I was danced competitively when I was growing up. She rhinestoned every single costume, but also like sewed them for us. Like she made our clothes, my sister and I. So she was so talented, and I learned how to sew. It's something that I really need to focus on. I would like to. I have beautiful sewing machine. I need to get back into it, but she was extremely talented. She could teach herself anything, like any type of media she could do and teach herself. The brand would be way better if I had her here, but I just try to really make her proud every single day, doing what my skills are and what I'm good at and what I can handle, working also a full-time job. So she made the first item, like the first apron. My first product that I launched on the website was the Vera apron, which kind of me, Kelly, and my mom collaborated on. And Kelly is my friend since kindergarten, and it's awesome that she's always like really part of the story too. It's like really my roots. Mm-hmm. And my grandpa passed away 106 years old. He retired from work 101.
God bless.
He's from Sorrento. He's born here. He's one of 13. He grew up with only 8 siblings because he lost 5. And some of his siblings were born in Italy. He was born in 1913 here in Jersey City. He grew up in the Heights on Hopkins Ave. But my sister was born in Jersey City as well. I was born in Rutherford. My sister and I are 7 years apart. So when my whole family lived in one apartment building in Jersey City, I mean, they always say they wish they still owned it, but back in the day, Jersey City wasn't what it is now. And, we still live this way. Like I grew up very codependent, and I still am extremely codependent. My family, it's now here, because my sister doesn't live here anymore, is my dad, me, and my 2 aunts. And we are like, if I'm off from work, what's for dinner? What are we doing? Like nothing gets decided really without each other. And we're 2 different houses, 1 block away now. But when they all live together, my dad's like, you just being how I am and who I am, you missed out, because like you would have loved that. Like we're going to this aunt's house and this aunt's house, and they had a restaurant, Qualia's, which then became Casadante. Casadante moved.
Oh, that was, wow.
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yes. So that was Qualia's. And my family grew up working in the restaurant, going to the restaurant, and everybody worked together.